What's up guys, RedFlyer here, back on the video. Today I have a discussion video and we're going to be talking about the top 5 color combinations for your car and your wheel, the body of the car to the wheel of the car. I think it's kind of an interesting topic, but as many of you guys know, I just did plasti dip my wheels. I have a black car and I plasti dipped them red, so that's kind of where I got the idea from. Let me know in the comments down below really quick what you think about these types of videos, if you want to see more of them or if you'd rather see just more blogs or even just like normal Forza gameplay rather than this. But I'm just trying something new. Let me know what you think. We're going to get right into the video. Number 5. As I mentioned, I just did my car black with red wheels, so I kind of have to make sure that this goes on the list. I put it at number 5 solely just because it's so controversial, and I've had a ton of people, now granted I will say they're mainly non-car people, who come up and tell me, I love your car, I love what you did with it, I think it looks dope, it's so cool, you love it, I think it's great. But I also have had a fair number of people who think it's very rice and think it's stupid, and to be honest, many of those people are more of my car friends. So that's definitely something to consider, but besides that, I think it's a great look because of just the stark contrast between the two. Black being one of the most common car colors out there for body, for the body of the car, and then red being one of the most uncommon wheel colors. I mean, I don't think I can think of a single stock car that comes with red wheels on it. Maybe you can, I'm not really sure. And it just kind of, black gives such a normal, kind of basic sense, and then red gives such like a Ferrari, Lamborghini feeling. It's just a very stark contrast, and it's sure to draw a lot of attention, but if that's what you want, I think it's a great option, and that's why I put it at number 5. And my number 4 option is also something quite unique. Don't worry, not all of them on the list will be, but number 4, I chose a white car with blue wheels. And again, this combination is very out there and unique, but there's a very evident difference from black and red, in that again, white is a very common color, but blue just isn't quite as jarring as red when you first look at it. Blue still is a very unique color for wheels, don't get me wrong, which means it still does have that contrast and it still will draw that attention, but where red kind of, you can be accused of trying to turn it into a Ferrari or a Lamborghini from like non-car people, or just trying to make it, racing it, is what a lot of car people will say. Blue is just kind of more of a modest feeling, and red is associated with Ferrari, and blue is kind of more, Ford, kind of just a normal color, and it's a lot more of a simple design in my opinion. While it's still very out there and it's still definitely going to draw attention, I definitely like going with a lighter blue. Most of the pictures I have here are kind of like a icy light blue, and I think that's a much better combination because it's not so jarring, but it'll still draw attention, as I said. And you still get to keep the uniqueness, but you don't get all the ricer accusations, which is why I think it's similar to black and red, but I put it at number 4 on this list. Now number 3, as I said, not all of these are super out there. Number 3 is definitely the most common on this list. Well, possibly. Most common or second most common. And that's black with black. And this is just the safest option out there. And it's just so common, but still there's just something so nice about it. Especially, I really like the pairing of a matte black car with glossy black wheels, just because it makes the wheels pop a lot more. But whether you go all matte black or all glossy black, there's just something so elegant about it, and it's so, I'm not a huge fan because it's super common, but it's just like, you can't argue with it. There's no way to argue against it. Like, it looks good. It looks sleek, it looks good. I think part of this comes from the fact that the tires on the cars are black, and most of the accents are also black as well, so it just makes everything blend together if you just make it all black. You tint the windows and everything looks black, it all looks fluid, it all looks sleek. A lot of people also choose to tint their headlights and taillights black if they're doing a black car, which makes it look even better in my opinion. And it really just kind of, it just flows so well and it just looks so good, and it's really not, you can't argue with someone and tell them black with black looks stupid or black with black you're racing. You just can't, which is why this is a really safe option, and which is why I put it above white and blue and red and black. Now the number 2 option is very out there. You're probably not going to expect this one, but I put purple with gold. And this is kind of this is a really unique thing, and even more unique than black with red, but I think the difference is that, as I mentioned with black and red and white and blue, the body colors were still very common, and it was just the wheel colors that were different. In this combination, purple is one of the most uncommon car colors out there. I mean, they do still make it, so like some colors aren't even made, like orange I'd say maybe is below purple, but besides that, purple's pretty uncommon. So when you already have an uncommon car, and they do make purple cars, they do make stock purple cars all the time. I know I have a friend who has a purple Ford Focus hatchback, so they do make them, but there's almost something disappointing when you see a purple car with just normal aluminum wheels, because it's like, the color is already out there, but then it's just like they didn't go all the way. So it pairs up so well when you have such a unique color like purple combined with an even more unique color like gold. Plus, I just think the colors complement each other really well. They're also the University of Washington colors, which, you know, is nearby where I am. So maybe that's some of it too. But it just goes so well, and it's that contrast from, like, you see it's that lack of contrast, it's a similarity from, like, a really already uncommon body color to a really uncommon wheel color that just goes so well. And if you see, like I said, you see these purple cars with normal wheels, it just sets you up for failure. But if you see a purple car, you're intrigued, and then you see the wheels and they're gold, I'm going to be impressed. And finally, number 1, many of you were probably waiting for this on the list, and that is a white car with black rims. I went with this because it just looks so clean, as I was talking about, similar to black on black. You really can't argue with it at all. You can't say that it's rice, you can't say that it's stupid or too far or anything, so there's no arguments. But the difference is that black on black, it's almost too fluid, and then there's all the arguments about, like, anyone who blacks out their car is a drug dealer and stuff. You guys know, you guys all have heard that before, I'm sure. But white with black, I think it's the fact that the tires on the car are black, so if you fill your rims in black, it just blends in with the tires, and then there's a contrast between the body of the car and then all of the black accents and the black rims. I still think you could combine white and black with blacked out taillights and blacked out headlights, and that would still have a great effect even though it's not a totally black car. And it just looks so clean overall. It's hard to even describe it. It's just the contrast between the white and the black. You know, they're two really, you know, the foundation of color. They're not even colors, they're just shades technically if you want to really get into the technical part of it. But they go together so well, and they contrast each other so well, and I think it looks amazing. So this was a pretty short video, but there was my top 5 body to wheel color combinations. That's kind of a mouthful. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Comment down below what I should do in the next video if you like these kinds of videos, or rather I go back to vlogs or gameplays. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Say that it feels right.